Okay, so I was just planning to anyway sit down and record a video. That's when I thought, you know what, I might as well just sit down and talk about something that's been running in the back of my mind for the last couple of days, maybe even weeks for that matter. It's just the current state of affairs and the situation in our country, in our state, in our city. And I'm just finding so many stories, incidents, experiences that just terrifying. It's freaking me out. No, there's no denying that there is panic in the air, there's death in the air. And a lot of people don't really know what to do. But at the same time, we're also thinking that, you know what, it's been a year and a half since this whole pandemic struck us. And also we're thinking maybe our immunity is amazing, so we can step out and do whatever we feel like. Or we're thinking, hey, people are getting vaccinated, so you know what, the worst is well behind us. It's not. The worst is still yet to come, the way I see it. Numbers are just constantly on the rise, and these are not numbers that are to be messed around with. I mean, these are, and again, we'll talk a bit more about numbers a little later. But what I don't understand is that it's been more than a year since we had our lockdown, and it's really pathetic to think that our country, our state, our city, our just India in general is not in a situation to handle what they knew was coming a long time ago. I don't understand how these important topics or areas were not given enough consideration or thought, and because of which we are seeing lives being lost at a mass scale on a day-on-day basis. For every one of you, including me, who's sitting at home and who's safe, great, and I'm hoping that it remains that way for all of you guys. But that's not it's not the end all. There are families out there that are struggling. There are people out there who just don't know what they're supposed to be doing. They're panicking. I think I shared a story yesterday on Instagram where this guy was talking about his family member who passed away and just the absurd situations and experiences he's been through. I don't know what else the country needs, or let's talk about our city. What does our city need more to instill something, maybe instill fear the right way, and you ensure that you're doing what you can from your side to not affect someone else's life, literally a life and death situation here. Our CM itself got COVID twice. And the man's come up and he's making announcements without a mask on, saying you should be wearing a mask. I find all of this super absurd. And again, we have now gone into a lockdown, but apparently we're supposed to be in a lockdown. Seriously, what is going on? And everyone thinks that, you know what, this weekend, everyone's going to stay at home. Monday come, everyone can get back on the street. No, again, there are a lot of people I know who just think that maybe, we need to do what the law states. These are just laws that are being created on the spot. We are deciding to either have curfew in the night or basically just, not have anyone step out over the weekend. How is that entirely going to help? It's just like a band-aid situation. We're just putting a band-aid over a wound that's gushing blood right now. Our PM's address was abysmal, right? What was that? I mean, he didn't tell us anything that we didn't already know. And again, this is not to point fingers at the government. This is also to just talk, maybe talk about the current state of affairs, address it, and also think about what you need to actually be doing to ensure that we all get out of this together. So, yeah, I don't know, if we had someone step up from the government side, someone from maybe, let's say, the Commissioner of Police steps up and says, hey, this is the situation, we're not going to a lockdown, but you guys need to ensure this, bam, 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 set a couple of, precedents in order, and maybe people might pay heed, maybe they'll probably read some of these articles and people are like, okay, this is the situation, that's it, not just numbers being thrown at you and there's like this panic and doom in the air. Man, I don't know, man. I just want to candidly talk about this because no one's talking about this. Just either memes going around or people either don't know what they're supposed to be doing because there is obviously no direction here. But Yeah, and I know this sounds like a very ranty video, and I honestly wanted to be that. I'm not editing this. I just thought I'd sit down while I was shooting another video and just talk to the camera. Uh, but yeah, something that we had to start facing a year and a half ago is still bothering us, and has come back to hit us in the face far more heavily than it did earlier. Right? I remember having a conversation with someone from when we were having one of our shoots, where I found it absurd that our numbers were so low in that first wave. I couldn't believe it because the current state of affairs in our country. There is no way our numbers could have been that low, and then for people to pat their backs and say, you know what, we're way past it, we have killed it. No, we have done absolutely nothing. And again, talking about numbers, what we need to understand is you can only see numbers if you're tested. You get that? So our situation with testing was pathetic in the first wave. So people thought we got past it, it's great. No, nothing was great. Right now you're seeing these numbers spike because of how many tests are being done and how many people are getting tested because of symptoms and whatnot. I remember there was this point where people were looking at the sad state of affairs in the US. Currently too, the state is not that great. But having said that, back then I remember there was this all of the the headlines were how they've broken records and they're up there. They're maximum number of cases recorded in a day, maximum number of deaths. You realize we are there right now. And back then their numbers were really high because they were being tested heavily. And right now, we are there because we are testing. And there are a couple of posts I've come across which talks about how these numbers are still not up to the mark, in the sense these are still numbers that maybe reflect only 10 or 15% of the actual situation. If you guys need proof around that, ping me. I will send you some of that. I don't know if it's definitive proof, but it's something that my wife and I read through, and I looked at a couple of other articles as well, and it kind of really reinforced that. So I don't know, I'm just not entirely sure how we're supposed to be getting past this, because it's such a tough situation there. But having said that, every one of you counts and every one of your actions count too. Please remember that if there's ever been a situation where you had to be selfless, it is right now. Most of us lead a very selfish life, right? In the sense, we don't look at giving back to the community too much. This is your attempt, or this is your time to shine, where you can give back to the community. You might think, how is this giving back to community? You're saving lives by just staying at home, by maintaining social distancing, by wearing a mask, double mask, triple mask, whatever the hell. Just ensure that you're following protocols, because what you do will not just impact you, your neighbors, but will impact people in other sides of the city too. So just know that if you're working from home, great, continue working from home. If you're technically adept at working from home, you're probably also adept at getting groceries or any items you want online. So try and do that. If there's a way you can support your local businesses, your local stores, get their numbers, call them up. I'm sure they're willing to deliver, because you know what, I'm sure they're stepping up, because that's the only way they can earn, right? So do what you can. Also, don't pass judgments and criticize people who are stepping out to work, because that's what they need to do. That's their bread and butter. Right? I'll see a lot of people saying, just stay at home, don't do anything else. It's very easy for us to pass those judgments if we're sitting at home. And ideally, yes, we would all love to just sit at home and, kind of let this wave pass. But sadly, that's just not happening. There's a reason we can't go into lockdown, apparently, right? Because of the economic crisis. So yeah, if you are stepping out, just ensure that you do your due diligence, ensure that you're wearing your mask, try and step out of your house for least amount of time possible and get back home as quickly as possible. Sanitize, shower every time you come back, put your clothes to wash, do whatever is necessary, because the worst is not behind us, the worst is yet to come. Oh man, if you're currently in a situation where you have to celebrate, it's your birthday or it's some kind of a party that you need to have, you've planned some big event, all those things can really be put on hold. Your life cannot be put on hold. And again, this is not something that's scripted. I'm just honestly speaking from the heart. I don't see a lot of people talking about this. I see a lot of support though. I believe in the community, and I see a lot of people sharing posts, sharing stories about how they know a couple of people who are in need of, let's say, blood, plasma, the vaccine, whatever, which is great. That's the kind of support we need to give others. But also, you not doing something is also supporting the community. And that is not to be stupid. Don't be an asshole and step out of your house if it's not required. Just I'll probably end with this, and I know I don't really know where I'm going, so I think I've covered pretty much everything, but I'll end with two things. One, if the government is not going to impose a lockdown and you think lockdown's not going to happen, just know that you can still impose a lockdown. If you decide not to step out, if you decide to do everything that you did during a lockdown, indirectly it becomes a lockdown. I hope you get that. So your actions count. Do what's necessary and just ensure that you stay safe. Understand also that you masking is not just for yourself, it's also for others. There could be a good chance that you're asymptomatic, and there's a good chance that someone else can get it from you. And probably a lot of people, that the message just won't settle in your head until someone in your family is affected. So my business is affected. What I'm doing right now is seriously taking a hit. But I think when lives are at stake, and when it comes to just all of us having to just survive together, I think it takes every single one of the small steps and actions. So do what's necessary, ensure that you stay safe. And yeah, I'm just hoping that we get past this quickly together. The last thing I want to do is have to think about this or have to record a similar video in April or May of 2022. Now that would be really, really sad. Cool, stay safe and let me know if there's any help that you need from my side. Cheers.